Next line. All right, so next line is cool, but it doesn't play well with others, and I'll give you an example. Let's say I wanted to put my entire first name and last name in here. I would have to use next line, right? So I create my scanner object. I got my user prompt, enter your name. Then I'm going to use next line, and that actually gets the next available line or sentence, right? So if we think about this, how does next line tell when a new line starts? Actually, let's take it back even further with that. What makes next line stop working? What makes it think that it's done? It's called next line. It takes in a line of text. So when is it done? When you hit enter, right? When your line's done, you hit enter and it reads that enter input and it says, hey, I got a new line, I'm all done. And that's fine here. If I leave my program like this and I do this, and I say, and then it says, please, and everything's fine, right? Put in my age, which is 29. You guys know that's my real age. Everything works out. But if I do this, and I put the next int first, right? So I have a next int. When's next int done? Anybody know? Okay, so if I put in an integer, right? Next line's done as soon as it reads that integer. Problem is, what do I do when I enter that integer? How do I enter an integer? I type the number and then I do what? Okay, and then so I hit enter, and then when next int is done reading, what's left over? Isn't that next enter, or isn't that enter character, that key that I pressed, isn't that left over? That input is still there, right? It hasn't been read by anything. So what does next line see first? It sees that enter, right? It sees that enter input, and it actually thinks that it's done before it allows you to put any other input in, right? So a lot of you guys are getting these next line, and if it's after a next or a next int, it's going to skip it, right? Because it's already got the enter that it needs. So what you need is just an extra keyboard.nextLine, and what that does is it just eats up the extra return character, and I can enter my age, and I can enter my name, and everything's fine. But if I don't have that, right, if I commented this out for a second, it'd just skip it. Right? So what do we got to do? Make sure that's there to eat up the extra enter character.